Pahlsson is ready to go against William Hughes. The puck is down, and Green Bay will control the opening draw in this huge one in Dubuque. It's dumped into the Saints end to the left, and Dubuque will move forward left to right in their retro cream sweaters. It's into the offensive zone for Dubuque. Pahlsson in back, plays up to the point. Seamus across the line for Jubenville, and the Saints are set up offensive end. Seamus left circle is passed through the seam, tipped away before it could get to Pekarczyk, and it's taken out to center by Dewar for Green Bay. He'll hammer it in deep, and a collision in front of the Saints bench. The puck trickles in, Saints end to the left, 30 seconds in. No score, Saints pick up, and Erik Pahlsson out to take the face-off. He wins. Pekarczyk skating toward the slot, had it tipped away. He'll rush to the wall on the near wing in the Green Bay end of the right. He works it along the boards, but Lutz will pick up. Flips to center, Seamus back to it in the neutral zone. Across the blue line for Desiderio, Saints move back in. Tipped in the air, bouncing toward the slot. Pahlsson couldn't get there. O'Malley has it for Green Bay in all black sweaters tonight, moving to center, but Dewar blew a tire.
Being better on the road.
They did win at home last night against the U17. Saints win the draw offensive zone. Puck turned back to the point. Vizon and gloves down, feeds across the line. Scott drops center point. The blast from Pekarczyk, kicked down by Guyon. Saints cycle back to the point. Vizon and holds on right side and plays down the wall for Pahlsson. He'll shift back to the top, and then two Saints collide. The pass goes out to center. Numbers if the Saints can't catch up to this. It's Danilov, but the Saints able to rush back, and even that rush up, Dubuque will steer forward, but Vizon couldn't get it out. Saints will grab right back at the circles, and Hendrickson starts to center. 4 minutes into the first, Noah Powell's 33rd, put the Saints up 1-0, just 50 seconds in to this one. Behind the Green Bay net to the right, steered up the wall by Hughes. Saints pick it off. St. Louis activates down low for Hendrickson, trying to feed in front. The pass toward Pekarczyk, picked and tipped away, and then the Saints tried to rebound back to the blue line, but it goes out
To him as it does to this team.
Saints win a draw quickly. Pekarczyk down the left wing circle. In behind the net. Sneaks by a check. Puck tipped away from him up the board. Scott in from the point. Leaves it back up top. Pahlsson launches, and it's gloved up high by Guyon. Saints in the offensive zone. Tonight, the fourth straight game, they've scored the first goal. They can't win the draw, but it's green circle. Saints offensive zone. Far wing, he can't win it again. Larson will chip to center, and Green Bay will knock into the Saints end. Fisher Scott will pick it up there and start back ahead toward Vizon on the left wing. Pekarczyk quickly into the zone. Hendrickson rips it in front. Pahlsson couldn't handle it. Tips it back into the front for Pekarczyk. He was checked, lost control behind the net. It's loose there. They battle for it. Pops to the circle, and Hendrickson finds. He'll wrap it in behind the net. Pahlsson was stood up in front, so couldn't get there in time, and Danilov will skate to center. Right to left into the Saints end, just past 8 minutes in. He stopped at the line. Saints pick back up 3-on-2 if they hurry. Pekarczyk into the zone, leads for Hendrickson. Slowly top of the circle, back to the right wing, and Pahlsson tried the one-timer, but he healed it. And it's picked up by Romaine in behind the net. O'Malley stripped. Saints in front, one-timer. Pekarczyk, he stuffed it wide. Hendrickson forced that turnover behind the net. Back to the point. Caleb Dick, long-range shot blocked. Goes to the far corner wall. Pahlsson across ice. Pekarczyk on the back door was there, but couldn't hang on to the pass. And it's chipped to center and in to the bench here, ready for his next shift. So no worse for the wear. Charlie Aaron, 8:20 left in this opening frame. The Saints lose.
Like they have a lot more. They've had a lot of shots deflected, and a lot of shots that have been blocked in front. But as far as good scoring chances, they've had several of them so far.
Definitely a handful of those 8 shots. Been really good chances. Saints can't get out of their own end after they were dropped back in. Poitras in front, couldn't handle the pass. Saints pick up. Seamus will bank forward, not out. Bischens up the left wing boards, in deep in the corner. The Saints rip free. Seamus in back, and he has Jubenville up the left side. Out to center for Pekarczyk. Weave to the neutral zone, looking for Hendrickson on the right side. It was blocked, and then knocked in to the offensive end. Green Bay will grab from there and tip into the Saints zone. Dubuque rushes back for it. 7:35 left in the first. 1-0. Saints on top over the Gamblers. Left to right. They move to center. Pekarczyk, right wing feed. Has St. Louis jetting into the zone. The right wing shot, and it was saved with the mat. That's third to worst penalty kill in the league. The Saints have the best power play in the USHL. Saints win the draw, shift in back below the goal line to the right. They converge, and it's a loose puck bouncing to the circle. Saints work free, turn in front, one-timer, Cornforth off the side of the net, back in toward the corner. Player finds, puts up the wall, and it just gets past Seamus to center. So 20 seconds into the power play for the Saints. Under 5 left in this opening frame. Saints looking to add to their 1-0 lead. Cornforth back into the zone. Far wall left wing. Top of the circle. Surveys. Peels back toward the top and has Seamus there. His cross ice feed tipped and goes out to center off D'Angelo's stick. Saints move right back ahead. Cornforth shields up the left wing boards, and then it's in deep, and the Saints will have to chase after it. It's Pahlsson on the near wall, in back for Powell. He'll try to shift in front. He's upended. The puck underneath him. Player comes away with it, and then it's Cornforth to the top. It's hooking on Russell as well as the fighting on him and Frank. Pahlsson on the right circle. Holds on halfway through the power play. Trying to slide to the side of the net. It was picked off by O'Malley and cleared. The Saints are going to change units. 5 to go. 1-0 Saints. They are 0 for 1 on the power play. The face-off from center turned back into the Green Bay end to the right. Player back for it. He has Giuliani right on him. Saints work it free at the circle. Hendrickson curls, drags toward the front. It was tipped away from him before he could get the shot away. And then Green Bay moves it to center. Scott back for it for the Saints. 90 seconds left in the first. 1-0 Dubuque. Pahlsson wraps it wide of the net, banks off the end wall. Hendrickson tried to backhand in front. It was blocked and then loose. Giuliani kicks it along in the offensive zone, but the Saints can't pick up. Beshin will chip to center. Jubenville back will knock in behind into his own end, and the Saints will start back ahead from there. 1:02 in the first period. Hendrickson, left wing feed. Pahlsson in front. Giuliani cutting to the front, but couldn't catch up to the pass. It's a 2-on-1 for Green Bay, but Brender overskates the puck, and the Saints will pick back up. 50 seconds left. Jubenville firing into the offensive zone left side. Pahlsson shot tipped into the end wall. Jubenville trying to wrap it back in front. Fanned on it. It's chipped up the wall, and Hendrickson will knock it back down low and then head off for it. William Hughes. We're underway in the second. Saints win the draw and turn back into their own end to the right. It's Seamus to hold on. He'll start forward right to left. The Saints bank to the neutral zone. It's tipped ahead. Jubenville couldn't reach it. Pekarchik knocks forward. It's kicked down by Green Bay and stuffed back around into the Saints' end. Behind the net, Jubenville finds. He'll bank it up the wall, but not out. Bischens holds on. He'll knuckle it to the front of the net. Dewar tries to grab it down, but a hand stuffed wide by Lutz, and the puck swept to the corner wall. Jubenville can't pick it up. Peterson, bottom of the circle, blows a tire. Seamus picks up, and he'll outlet to Reeder. Ahead for Pahlsson, steamrolling in, offensive zone, has a step, cuts toward the front, his backhand, glove by Guyon. Just with a shot before that break, Saints win the draw, and Visinen and Scott weren't on the same page. They let the puck move to center, so they go back, then Fish turns it over. Poitras, high slot, his shot goes up and over the bar. Saints will pick up in behind their own net. Visinen stands up into Shogabay and will start forward. Then he was stripped. Shogabay works back free, holding on Saints end, feeding to the left circle. Player cross ice, tipped by Pahlsson in the slot to the corner wall. Harrington there for Green Bay. In back, it's picked up by Poitras. 20 seconds left on this 4-on-4, 5.5 into the second. 1-0 Saints. Poitras all the way to the top, holds on at the blue line, feeds left side. Harrington works up top across the blue, and he bobbled the puck, but regains on the right circle. The hard angle shot, shrugged down by Radler. Find ways to win.
They have.
And they're the types of games you need to know how to play heading into the playoffs. The Saints have been so good. We talked about it early on. 10-1, 0-1 against the top half of the Eastern Conference. Youngstown, Muskegon, and this Green Bay squad. Saints in the neutral zone with 9:40 left in this second period, leading 1-0. Hendrickson kicks free.
That kind of success against the top 7 teams across the entire league.
Yeah, 17-4-0-2 against the top half of the USHL. And, well, that's going to bode well for the playoffs, because those are going to be the teams that are in the playoffs for the Saints to go up against. Right to left, Pekarchik, left wing, into the offensive zone. He stood up on the half wall and couldn't hold on. But the Saints do grab right back with Beckett Hendrickson in the neutral zone. He'll turn back in on the right side. The Saints try to chop down the wall. It's loose at the point. Seamus comes away with it. Walks the line. Center point to the left. He'll feed bottom of the circle. Desiderio in deep. Feeds in front. Tipped on by Hendrickson. And Guyon slides to the left. Kicks it away. And Green Bay will clear. Down to the Saints end. Under 9 to play in the second. 1-0. Dubuque leading. A very early goal in the first. Erik Pahlsson rips up the right wing, shields the puck in below the goal line, and tries to turn up the left wing. He's sandwiched to the wall, and the puck along the boards moved back up and out by Green Bay. Right wing Brender feeds backward toward Beshin, and then Poitras alone on the right side, but he can't quite catch up to the pass. The Saints will find, and Scott outlets for Hendrickson through center, but the pass couldn't reach Romeo. Back into the Saints end. Visinen stood up in the corner and lost it to Brender. In back behind the Saints net for Poitras. Up to the point. Larson, center point, rips. It goes wide off the end glass. Back up top. Larson holds on. Center point. The shot through traffic again. That hit Poitras in front. The Saints find, and they swat it all the way down. It deflected off a Green Bay stick, so no icing. 8 minutes to go in the second.
St. Louis Gene, that they just love that office over there in the right face-off circle, and they bury those one-timers.
Lucas has been so good at it this year. That's, again, his 10th power play goal, and it seems like even though you might know it's coming, the Saints are still able to get that pass through, and Lucas is still able to get the shot all the way in. Saints back in the offensive zone. Jubenville, a long shot, kicked down by Guyon with 6 to go in the second. 2-0 Saints now with the power play goal, and it's back into the Dubuque end. Flipped in front. Lutz tried to knock it out of the air. It's stopped by Lutz, and then Noah blocks the shot and will sweep forward. Hendrickson towards center. He's checked, but still able to hold on, and then he was stripped. Beshian right wing into the Saints end. The shot saved by Rayler. Lutz in front. He covers it up, and he took a couple shots there. The Saints won't like it.
Another goal here and extend this lead to 3. They'll be really in business.
Well, they win the draw. The other unit out right now. Cornforth holds on the left side and moves back to the point for Seamus. He picks up to the right side. Pahlsson holds on to the right wing circle. It is Hendrickson out in front, stuffed wide by Noah, tripping the call on Harrington. 95 seconds left in the period. 1:40 on this power play for the Saints. Seamus from the point, back down low. Hendrickson rips it back up the wall for Pahlsson on the right circle. Quickly in front, tip, they score! Noah in front, redirects. His second of the night. This one on the power play, his 13th power play goal. The Saints are 3 for 4 on the power play tonight with 1:24 left in the second. They've blown it open. It's 4-1 Saints.
He just presented his stick in the blue paint, and it ramped up into the net. Who was that? On the wing there? Was that Reed?
It was Pahlsson.
Pahlsson with the pass.
Puck in front.
You know, but it
has the 4th most power play goals in the USHL with 11. The puck is down on period number 3, and we are back in action with the Saints leading 4-1. Saints move in left to right and deep, but it's called for icing. 15. 2 more power play goals for the Saints in the second. 3 for 3 in the period. Saints dominating on the power play again. They can't win the draw in their own zone, but they blocked the shot. It was Hendrickson who broke his stick in the process. Pahlsson was hit up high in the collision there. Hendrickson is without a stick, and Green Bay still holds on in the Saints end. Hendrickson peels back toward the bench, gets this stick from Blake Swindell, and the puck toward the slot is intercepted. Hendrickson has it. Right wing.
Go to the dressing room, and then you can have a guy come out of the box, you know, fresh and ready to join the fray.
5-minute major for cross-checking.
Okay, so the original penalty is actually on Merrill for kneeing. It's a minor. Nemish getting 5 minutes for cross-checking on the retaliation against Teddy Merrill. So the Saints are starting this it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes before 3 minutes of major power play time. The Saints pick up in center and will try to start 4. 30 seconds gone by on this 4-on-4. 5 minutes into the third. This is a big chance here for the Saints to really extend the lead and kind of end this game early in the third. Jubenville will turn back into the Saints end. That was dangerously close to extends the Saints special teams dominance over Green Bay so far this season. The Saints have 4 special teams goals tonight and lead 6-1 halfway through the third. 40 seconds left on this power play for Green Bay, and they're about to go up 2 men for the wall. Short-handed for another 110, the Saints. They are up 6-2 with 9:05 to play. Reeder holding it up in deep in the Green Bay end. Pahlsson coming to try and work free, but Nemish will find and take a long behind his own net. Nemish starts forward. Nemish, the assist on Beshin's goal, as well as D'Angelo. So some Dubuque connections there on that tally for Green Bay. But the Saints still up 4 with 40 seconds left on this kill and 8:35 to go in the third period. Giuliani picks up on his own wall and clears all the way down the ice. Racing ahead, Guyon way out of the net to the top of the circles to play it back to center, and Shagabe will shift into the Saints end. Left wing feed Galucci, the snap missed it, high and wide off the glass, up.
5-on-5, I really don't think there's been a whole lot of play. The first goal of the game was that was about the only 5-on-5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and there hasn't been a ton of 5-on-5 time in this game. A lot of penalties. Saints, when they're drawing their own end, move in offensive zone. Desert area, the blast blocked. Danilov starts to center. It is 5-on-5 right now with 7:20 left in the regulation time tonight. 6-2 Saints, 32-18 the shots in favor of Dubuque. They find a loose puck in center. Hendrickson starts in to the left side. Pekarczyk curls, drags, high slot, and never got the shot away on his backhand. He has it back on the right wing, across ice. Desiderio snap. It's loose in front off a stick. Turned back in front by Pekarczyk, the backhand. And then Väisänen stood up by Beshin, but Sondrial picks up the puck, and he'll leave it in behind for Reeder. 4 minutes left in the third tonight. 6-2, Saints lead. They won 6-2 last night. And they're looking to hold this 4-goal lead here tonight. The Saints, with 3:45 left in between them and taking the first two of this 3-game weekend. Green Bay picks off in the Saints end, but the shot wide. Reeder will pick up and knuckle to center ice. Bishin's gloves it down. He'll spin toward Saints ice, but he's stopped in the neutral zone, and they dig away in front of the Green Bay bench. Pekarczyk has it, feeds left wing for Desiderio, who tips in to the offensive end with 3:20 left in the third. Hendrickson pursues in the corner. It's up the wall from him, but picked off along the boards, then dropped, and Hendrickson has it back in behind the net, tries to feed across from below the goal line. It was Guyon with the paddle who laid it on the ice to block that, and it goes into the corner. Saints try to rip free along the near wall. Pekarczyk has it, but he's stripped. It's Shagabe to center, right to left. Nemish across the Saints line, stopped and spun to center by Pahlsson, and then wrapped right back in by Green Bay. Saints pick up in their own end, 2:48 to play. Frank kicks it in to the offensive zone, and it's knocked back to center. Desiderio there, left wing feed, Pahlsson across ice, tipped behind Frank, so he couldn't handle it, and D'Angelo will move ahead to the Saints blue line. Pekarczyk strips that, and the Saints